There's two ways to pick up a weapon, with either the throw button or the light attack button. For the longest time, I stuck with the light attack button, and almost every single match, I would run into multiple situations where I accidentally attack instead of picking up the weapon, which would get me punished, and then I would not have a weapon for a while, which lost me so many games. The problem is that since I use light attack to pick up, I would have to press light attack only when I'm within range of a weapon to pick it up, or it would turn into a light attack, and you can't pick up the weapon during a light attack. I didn't think much of it, and just thought I needed better timing. But then one of my viewers suggested that I should just uncheck pickup with light attack in the control menu and just use throw to pick up. I was a bit shocked because I had no idea you could even do that. So I gave it a shot and it was great. I could not mess up because if you don't have a weapon or item and you press throw out of range of a weapon or item, nothing happens. You can just try again instantly because you're not stuck doing a random attack. While we're on the subject of controls, you might want to separate jump from aim up, which is set by default for keyboard users. I originally used W as aim up and jump. The main problem with this is that it was very hard to jump up and aim down at the same time, in case I wanted to jump up into down air quickly, and I also couldn't just do any neutral attacks without jumping if I was moving forward. The solution was to simply move aim up to just W and move jump to spacebar. This way I could aim up while moving forward without having to jump. That's pretty much all you need to know to change about controls. Everything else is just comfort from what I've experienced. I'm one of those guys who will play hours and hours of online games without ever really practicing. I pretty much didn't bother with training mode up until I reached Diamond and started streaming, and people were asking me about combos, to which I replied, "Combos? All I use is D-Lysair on sword and hammer." I said this because I only played Bodvar when I started streaming, and D-Lysair was the easiest combo to use, and even then I still managed to mess up multiple times every single match. People made fun of me for that, so I decided to just use training mode and worked on it, and I saw instant result. Just practicing the D-Lysair combo for about 5 minutes made me miss half as much as when I went into the next match. The day after that, I would start the stream with just warming up in training mode with the combo for 5 minutes and then played. I would miss even less. After about a week, I pretty much stopped missing the D-Lysair combo. That's pretty much all you need to do to master any simple 2-hit combo. Just hop into training mode and practice the combos you want to use for 5 minutes, and then you won't have to mess up the easiest combo in the game over and over. To this day, I still do this. Even if I've practiced the combo over and over, I just like to do it in training mode, so if I mess up, it'll be in training mode, and then I'll be ready to play the game knowing I won't drop most of the combos because I just practiced them. And obviously, after I started to use training mode more, I've practiced even more things in it, like movement, dodges, spacing, and even frame data. I have a video on training mode that I'll link at the end of the video if you want to learn more about it. I played pretty much exclusively sword on Bodvar because the hammer was so slow and the enemy would always move out of my attacks whenever I used hammer, so I always used sword whenever I could instead of hammer. The reason I always missed was because I didn't properly understand that you can't just aim at where the enemy is when you start hitting an attack because it has startup frames, which is a small period of time where it charges up before throwing out hitboxes that will hit the enemy. Hammer usually has more startup time overall than sword, so I just avoided the issue and stuck to sword. But eventually, I had to get better at hammer since I was a Bodvar main and I couldn't just avoid hammer forever, so I decided to learn it. I struggled for a long time with it, probably around a week, when I figured out the secret to using hammer effectively. I had to attack where I think the enemy will move to, instead of where they are, so if I think they'll jump, I'll jump first and Sair, so they jump into it. If I think they'll back dodge, I dodge forward first, and then use Satellite so they dodge into it. The list goes on and on, but the point is that I had much more success when I started attacking where I think the enemy will be, because most people don't just stand still for you to hit them, and the moves are too slow to catch them instantly. This concept applies to every weapon to an extent. more so to weapons with higher startup times, which are normally longer ranged weapons, and shorter ranged weapons usually has less startup, so their hits comes out faster. I wasn't really involved in the Brawlhalla community, so I never really had a mentor, but when I started streaming, there were a lot of good players watching me who were willing to play with me and gave me advice as well. Those players helped me improve my gameplay a lot. I learned combos, better ways to move, approaches, and much more from them. And I wish I had help like that when I started the game, because I would have gotten to Diamond so much faster. Luckily, getting a mentor in Brawlhalla is really simple because of a group called Brawl League. One of their main goals is to provide free mentoring for anyone who wants it. It's super simple. There's no catch at all, you just have to join their Discord server, which anyone can join. It's discord.gg/brawlleague. I'll link it in the description below, or you can just Google Brawl League Discord. Once you join their Discord, you go to the text channel named Mentor Requests and follow a very simple process, which boils down to look at the list of mentors, message one of the mentors, and then schedule a session. I personally know a lot of the people at Brawl League, and they're great people. I've never actually asked to be mentored before, but I've had some of their mentors in my stream, and they would discuss strategies and combos with me, so I can safely say that they know what they're doing. And the fact that most of them are either Diamond or very close to Diamond helps a lot too. Another thing that's really nice about working with Brawl League mentors to improve your skills is that they host a ton of tournaments for you to show off your skills in. Again, the tournaments are always free to enter and very professional because they've been doing it for a very long time, starting November 2015. They've done tournaments for the best players to compete in. They've done tournaments for only gold and under players, and they've even done several weekly tournaments that anyone can compete in. At first, those tournaments were just for community colors and glory, but recently, they've stepped up their game and held tournaments with insane prize pools. Within the past few months, they did 2 tournaments for both EU and NA with prize pools of $1,000 with no entry fees or rank requirements. They also did a tournament for NA where the winner got a free trip to Combo Breaker, which was sponsored by Fable Esports. It probably costed around $1,000 as well. If you want to keep up with these tournaments, then go follow them on Twitch and Twitter as well. The Twitter handle is Brawl League, and the Twitch is Brawl League as well. So if you're looking to be a serious Brawlhalla player, then knowing about Brawl League is a must. I hope these 4 things will help make your Brawlhalla experience a smoother one. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.